What's up, everyone? It's your boy BLAZEDxENFERNO.
Well, howdy there, partner. It's me, Eknight117, and you're watching and/or listening to the Infernal Gaming Podcast, episode 85.
We're recording this episode on goddamn Cinco de Mayo. Cinco de Mayo. Cinco motherfucking de Mayo. Whatever that is.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Wherever the frick that is. If you're new to the show, just know you can listen to us on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts and more. Links are in the description. Make sure you go check those out. But no, seriously, check out our personal links. And remember to rate the show 5 stars on Apple and Spotify to help us grow. And like the video version on YouTube. Like I said on the last episode, make sure you like up, man. Like up. We appreciate y'all listening. Make sure y'all like up and 5 stars, man. All that shit. Help us grow, man. Help us get out there a little bit, man. Share with your friends. You know what I mean? We appreciate y'all. But I know y'all been waiting for this episode because people been telling me, man, where the episodes at. Like I said, we apologize. We've gotten caught up with just life. And we all stream, me, BLAZEDxENFERNO and my boy Eknight117, both have Twitch accounts. You can follow us both on Twitch. And Eknight just put a fire ass video up on YouTube. I'm gonna make sure I put that in the description for this this podcast. Make sure you go watch that. That's a demand. You know what I mean? That is a direct order, man. All right, go check that video out. Go like it, all that. But yeah, we trying to get caught up. So we got a good amount of stuff to talk about here, man, on this podcast. Y'all been waiting for the gaming episode. We knocked out some of the music stuff. I know we're gonna give y'all another music episode probably after this. We don't know. I mean, we got a lot of things we want to do for 2024. It's just been a slow start with the podcast. Please stay with us, man. I mean, please excuse us and all that good stuff. But we working with what we got, man. But let's get right into this, man. 'Cause we got a lot to talk about. I know this conversation is going to be strong. So I'm gonna start it off with something that is been on my mind. Let's not talk about that yet. Let's talk about this. Because we started off the last gaming podcast talking about xDefiant. And now on this episode of the podcast, we can confirm for you that xDefiant is coming out May 21st. On the last podcast, I was telling you guys that they need to hurry up and just drop that damn thing. I guess Ubisoft listens to the podcast. Somebody at Ubisoft listens to the podcast as they dropping that thing May 21st. It goes into preseason. For 6 weeks, it'll be in preseason, which I don't know what that means. They have like a little roadmap.
I think that just means it's going to be basically a beta test before they roll out content.
Yeah, they have like a little roadmap for it for the 6 weeks, like what they're going to be rolling out. And then when season 1, they got 4 seasons planned for the first year.
Yeah.
So when I see those roadmaps, I get a little worried. But again, this is a free-to-play game, mind y'all. This isn't a
It should be a free-to-play
game. Yeah, it's a free-to-play game. So we gotta, give it its.
I do want to bring this up. The finals dropped like a Rainbow Six Siege style mode. 5v5 attack and defend.
Oh yeah. I seen that. I'm still.
I might reinstall that to go check it out.
I'm still not going. But you deleted it. Oh,
I think so. I don't remember. Let me check.
Why'd you know? So even if you didn't delete it, you don't even remember it. You know what I mean? You don't even remember it, which means you ain't been playing it.
I haven't.
I'm trying to tell y'all, man, that game, man, not yet, man.
Oh no, I still have it installed. Never mind.
Yeah, I don't want to shit on them, man, because I do think the product is good. It ain't for me, man. And there's too many games out to even go back to that. I mean, the only reason I'm looking forward to xDefiant is because I play Call of Duty, and this is a different game that's like Call of Duty, and I want to be able to compare it and get content from it, because y'all like the little video I put up on YouTube, the little VOD when I played with the boys and shit on stream for that game. So let's see how y'all like the streams, man, because I'll definitely be streaming it. We got to play. We already got a game plan, all of us, for that game. So how you feeling about xDefiant, man? You think you're gonna download it? You think
I'm
you're
gonna check
play
it out.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah,
I'm
so
not
they
gonna.
Go ahead.
I'm not gonna like. I'm not like excited for it, 'cause to me it's like another like Call of Duty style shooter. So like,
Basically.
I'll check it out. I'll see if I like it. If I like it, I like it. I'll keep it installed and I'll play it every so often. To me, it's
Yeah.
just it's just questioning whether or not it's gonna be another game that like I play for a while and then I put it on the back burner to play something else. Like
I think you'll like it, man. I think you'll like it, because not gonna lie, remember I told y'all I thought the game was mid as shit, but on the last stress test they just did, the one I posted the video up on, it was solid, man. I'm not gonna lie. I think maybe part of it was because I was playing on PC and I was trying to do the mouse and keyboard thing or whatever the case may be. No, that's a lie, because I did play it on console too. So that's a lie. That's a
I
lie.
was gonna say the
too.
input. I mean, like you may prefer a controller, but I don't think the input's gonna impact that much.
Yeah, I think they smoothed it out a little bit. Like I think before, on the last time we played it sometime last year, like the TTK was a little iffy. Some of the guns didn't feel too good. It kind of felt like they slowed it down a little bit. But with this update, it feels like they've been studying Call of Duty a little bit.
That's the question, though, right? Like, do you want it to be a COD clone and be almost exactly the same, or do you want it to be its own thing? Like, because like time to kill and shit, like for COD is usually really fast because it's a fast-paced game. It's like super casual too, so it's like being good at COD is like just being good at like any generic shooter. So like it's like there's some shit you can pull off at higher skill ceilings, but it doesn't take that much skill ceiling to like get into COD. Whereas like if you compare it to Halo, where it's like it takes time to take someone down and it takes a little bit more skill, you have to be like good with strafing, getting your grenades off and all that shit. So like, do you want it to be something like exactly like COD, in which case it'll probably die because it has no identity? Or do you want it to be like somewhere in the middle, kind of like Titanfall was, but rely on its gameplay mechanics?
Yeah, that's a good question, man. I've been sitting here trying to kind of think about the answer to that. I think what I want is, and I think anybody who's looking at xDefiant and is excited for xDefiant is looking at it to be something different. You know what I mean? But fill that void. Yeah, fill that void that Call of Duty gives, because obviously, like for somebody like me, I already have Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. I got the latest game. I'm playing it. I actually just completed the Battle Pass last night, so I got 3 weeks to just focus on other games. The next game we're going to talk about, actually. I'm kind of just looking for another shooter when I'm just like, all right, I've had enough of Call of Duty right now. Let me hop on this. You know what I mean? Something like
Battlefield.
I was about to say, if you came to the stream Friday, if you come to my stream even last Friday, because we've been playing Battlefield heavy. I'll come home from work and the boys will hit me up like, yo, we playing Battlefield, and I'll be playing Battlefield till like 3, 4 in the morning. Like, I really like how Battlefield 2042 feels now. Like, that game feels good, but the sad truth about it is it's too late. Like, it's just too late. Like, it's too late.
Yeah.
It is unfortunately too late.
Yeah,
even though it's on sale right now. Yeah, it's on sale on Steam for like $7. So you can get it like super cheap at like everywhere when it goes on sale. But it's just too late, man. And it's unfortunate because that game, honestly, like I find myself sometimes enjoying it more than I enjoy Call of Duty these days.
I had this same conundrum when I went back to playing it recently, because like I joined you guys. I joined you guys on Friday, but I have been playing it like passively because I think like Julio was playing it, and like I was running it with him for a little bit.
Yeah.
It's not that I don't enjoy the style of Battlefield anymore. It's that this particular Battlefield style is not like what I want from Battlefield.
I agree.
It was the same issue when it launched too. So the gunplay is pretty fucking just like all the guns handle the same.
I give it a 9, dog.
Really? Because I think all the guns that you get handle the same. All sniper rifles feel the same. Yeah. Like it's not like you have this gun that's like slightly the profile for the weapons are like super similar.
Yeah.
The SMGs kind of handle like assault rifles, shit like that. Like you could probably I don't think there's like bullet drop or anything like that aside from like sniper rifles. Like,
there is.
If there is, it's not very noticeable.
It's not super noticeable, but there is.
Yeah, so that's like the issue with Battlefield. It's like it doesn't have that much when it comes to its shooting mechanics. It's pretty just like it picks stuff from Battlefield or Call of Duty that worked and older Battlefield games, and they just mashed them all together. So it's like its identity is kind of like all over the place when it comes to shooting. Its vehicle combat's on point for the most part.
Yeah.
But when it comes to like, I think the problem is that the hero shooter aspect of 2042 is too hard baked in. Even though they revamped it, you still don't get to use the you have to use particular characters for particular like gadgets and stuff. So it's like that's where it's probably just like kind of like catching me off guard a little bit. And instead of just being some random ass soldier, you're like this dude that has like a whole background and shit. So I feel like it just makes it feel a little bit more generic than an actual Battlefield game. Like if I go back to Battlefield 4, it'll probably feel way different.
Yeah.
Like not just like gameplay wise, but like shooting wise and like vehicle combat wise.
Yeah, we've been like I said, we've been Foxy, shout out to Foxy, man. He put us back on it maybe like 2-3 weeks ago, I want to say. He got back on it and he was like, yo, they fixed this. It feels good now. Get on this. We all downloaded and we said the same thing, like, wow, like this feels sometimes better than Call of Duty. I'm not gonna say it is, but like it does feel better. It's like Call of Duty right now, like I said when I reviewed this season a couple episodes ago, I said like this season has been the most fun season so far for Modern Warfare 3 because it seems like they focused on just that, like fun. Like you got wacky builds, we got the Moors one-shot sniper. They just brought the ball in Wednesday with season 3 reloaded, and it's kind of ass. But I mean, it's just they really focused on like the fun factor, man, instead of just meta this, meta that. I mean, that's still there because that's just Call of Duty's DNA, unfortunately, at this point. It's just meta this and meta that. But you can still kind of squeeze out of the meta and build things that like nobody is running and just see if it works. Like we were playing Search the other day. We were running with a guy who's using the Modern Warfare 2 TAC 56, and he was shredding with it. Like he had all these new attachments on it and everything. Like I think like this season's been really good when it does that, but at the same time, the wackiness has kind of thrown like it just kind of threw me off a little bit. So like Battlefield kind of just feels like a traditional shooter. Like for me, I don't really use vehicles. I just go on land, run up in an objective and try to, get my kills and jump around while I'm doing it because the movement, when we said this back when Modern Warfare 2 dropped, Battlefield 2042 had better movement than that game did. So, and it still holds true right now. Like the movement still feels good. But I just think it's too late, man. Like I'm going to play it passively and I'm going to, stream it and do what I do because people enjoy it.
It's kind of like the same regards with Halo Infinite right now.
Yeah.
Like, they're in the development stages of the next game, so the content and stuff is not going to be there anymore.
Yeah,
it's going to just be light updates.
Yeah, man. But I think they they handle the seasons well for Battlefield 2042. I will say that, like, you can get the new guns fairly easy and fairly fast.
Oh, I
like
had that shit already unlocked. Apparently, I didn't know what the fuck I did.
Yeah. I don't know how you got this shit, because I had to grind a little bit.
The only ones that I don't have unlocked are like some like LMGs or something.
Yeah,
well, that's it.
But overall, like, I mean, going back to xDefiant, I think, because that's what we were talking about initially.
Yeah, that game.
I'm excited to play this, just because, like I said, this is something that'll be nice for me to stream and play alongside, the other shooters that I am playing. Because it's good to have variety, man. Like, with fighting games, the good thing about fighting games right now is you have so much variety. Like, we're not used to having this much variety in fighting games. We have Street Fighter, we have Tekken, we have Mortal Kombat, and we're talking about like a new release, not like a new release, an old game, and then an older game. Like, we have 3 brand new fighting games right now that people are cycling through, and people are still playing Guilty Gear Strive, which I just downloaded. That I'm not trying to see nobody in that game, because the sweats are on that joint, for real. And then we got the new Dragon Ball Z game coming out with 132 characters. Like, it's good to have variety. I feel like, again, we've talked about this a lot on the podcast. Like, shooting games, first person shooters is really not a lot of variety. It's like you either play like Call of Duty, or you honestly play Halo, and Halo is a totally different shooter than Call of Duty is. So a lot of people are just kind of like, I'm not playing that. But it's either one or the other, honestly. And then Battlefield just kind of ousted itself out of the conversation.
Yeah, Battlefield was supposed to be like that middle ground of like vehicle and infantry combat.
Yeah.
Like, it seems like now they just do like one or the other.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to the next Battlefield, man. I believe in them, man. I believe in them.
I mean, I want it to still be like modern or near futuristic type Battlefield.
Yes.
But,
don't do the World War II shit.
They're going to do the World War II shit. That's where they got the most traction. So they're probably going to try and do like World War I, but like in the Baltic region. Bullshit. I don't know.
The crazy thing was is that Battlefield 1 was not a bad Battlefield game. It was really good.
No, it was really decent. Good. I just didn't like the genre. That's all, or like the era of time.
That's fair, because I felt the same way, but it really wasn't bad, man. And I think that was like, I don't think it was peak or anything, but that was when like Battlefield really was like Battlefield. I don't know. They got to get back to their roots. I think they'll figure it out. I believe in DICE. I think I believe in DICE, man. Because the way they turned this game around, I spent $100 for Battlefield 2042, and I pre-ordered it and everything, and I felt like a dickhead. And now I honestly can say, like, I'm finally getting my money's worth. I feel like I'm enjoying the game. I'm not spending any money on it, and I still feel, I'm getting what I want out of it. So I'm having fun. But let's talk about another game, because xDefiant, we can both agree. We're gonna play it. We're gonna see how it goes. We'll talk to you when probably sometime in June about it and how we feel about it. Yep. Let's talk about another game we're really hype about, that some of our listeners are hype about too, and y'all want to hear us talk about it. Marvel Rivals, man. So if you don't know what Marvel Rivals is, let me fill you in. I'm gonna be paraphrasing a little bit. Marvel Rivals is basically Overwatch, but with Marvel characters and destructible environments and nice graphics, and it's made by NetEase.
Nice art style.
Yeah, it's made by NetEase, which is like a Chinese developer. So I mean, it does mobile games. So a lot of people are kind of, they're kind of iffy about this. But look, man, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I signed up for that beta, man, because I want to get up in there and see for myself, because I like what I see. I really like what I see. And we're going to talk about it in a little bit here, but like, the hero shooter genre right now is not in a good state. It's really not in a good state. And I do think this game could come out if they do it right, and it's a free-to-play game, so it's going to be full of microtransactions and stuff. But as long as it's not barring and overbearing and stuff, I'm willing to give it a try and get into there and give it some time, dog. Give it some strong time, man. But how about you, man? Did you like what you seen with it?
I thought it looked good. I'm definitely gonna try it out. I think it'll be a great alternative to fucking Overwatch if it's not like riddled with some bullshit. That's all. Like,
yeah, man.
As long as it's like oh, it's not like it. All right. Like, to me, I still miss Gundam Evolution. I'm not gonna lie.
I was gonna bring that up. I was gonna talk about that.
Well, it's because it's like it was technically a hero shooter. It just didn't do well. That's
yeah.
But yeah, it's like it'll be cool. Everyone will be hyped for it for probably the like first few months. Then it'll have its own fan base, and then eventually it's gonna get oversaturated. Because the problem with hero shooters is that you always gotta introduce that next hero, and that next hero always shakes up the meta. And every time it shakes up the meta, you gain players and you lose players. So it's like it's gonna be like that. If they don't have it like ultra competitive and have like a casual friendly area like for the game, I think it'll be fine. But
yeah,
I mean, look at League of Legends. Jones been out for like 2 decades and it's got like 1 billion heroes. Like, I don't even know how they begin to think about balancing this shit.
yeah.
So
yeah,
I look forward to it. I definitely want to check out Iron Man and like Spider-Man and shit. But we'll see. Well, maybe it'll kill Overwatch.
You know what I'm worried about? The only thing I'm worried about is how these characters are gonna feel because it looks like it's not first person at all. It's a third person hero shooter. So yeah. I'm wondering how a lot of these characters are going to feel like. Obviously, the Hulk is going to be a melee character. Iron Man is going to be a shooter type character. It looks like they announced Loki the other day. I seen that on Twitter. He's like a shooter type character. You got Spider-Man, which is kind of like a mix between, with those characters. I'm wondering how it's all going to work, and I'm excited to see that synergy between the different characters, because they did announce like you can like combine like ultimates and do certain things and
I mean, like that's the same with like Overwatch. Like you can change like certain ultimates just worked well together. Like
we've definitely done some sick shit. I forget what me and Dr. Kaz, shout out Dr. Kaz, we did some crazy shit where I forget what we did, but it was just synergy is there, but I think this game is more
built more about it.
Yeah, the synergy. It's like if I'm gonna play as Rocket Raccoon and Black Panther, like how is that synergy gonna work? And then they got this Galactus character. We just gotta kind of see, man. Like I'm looking forward to it. I'm not gonna lie. What draws me to the game is I really do like the art style. Like,
yeah, the art style looks like it's in a comic book universe.
Yeah, it's very pleasing to look at. I think that'll be like a nice game
just
to
come down to like gameplay, whether or not it's fun, like it feels good to play, and then like mechanics and shit like that.
And crossplay. Like, we need crossplay.
I mean, obviously, all games should just be crossplay at this fucking point. But like, it's really, I want the gameplay good first before I worry about that. Because
their roster looks stacked too, which was another thing that I was excited about. They showed at least, I want to say at least like maybe like 12 plus characters. Yeah, I mean 12 is like the minimum that I seen, but I feel like they showed off a lot of different characters. So like that's what got me thinking like, okay, I mean like this could be the one, man. This could be the one. And I'm excited to play it, man. I'm excited to play because if you've been tuning into my streams at twitch.tv/BLAZEDxENFERNO, you've been seeing for the past 2 weeks, past 2 Fridays, we've been streaming some Overwatch. We've been playing Overwatch. We've been doing it. I mean, I told people with this new season 10, that I'm gonna be grinding it because I want to get that Mercy skin, dog. That Mercy skin. If you didn't know, I'm a healer main at this point. I'm very passive bull. Yeah, I mean, I'll tank when I need to because I'm tank at heart. But at the end of the day, I just want to heal. Let my try-hard friends do their thing while I got their back with the support. But I've been just playing a lot of Overwatch too, and having a lot of fun with it. But of course, that game has just been in the dumps for a lot of people.
Especially since they came out with the whole profanity ban shit.
Yeah.
Where you just get banned for saying fucking shit. I'm like, that is the wildest.
Man.
Actually, like, I think, I forget who told me this, but they were saying how they got banned for just calling someone a nerd. So, like,
I called somebody trash and got a warning.
Yeah, that's fucking wild to me. It's like,
that's how it all started for me. I called somebody trash, and then maybe like a week later, I called somebody ass. And then the next day, maybe the next day I tried to log in, it just said I had a text ban. Like I was banned for like 48 hours. I couldn't say nothing.
To me, that's like you're doing too much. That's like you don't want people to talk in your game. You don't want people to engage with the community. So like, I
mean, Call of Duty banned me for 6 days on voice chat and voice chat and text chat. That shit was crazy.
Yeah, what were you saying then?
No comment. No comment.
Call of Duty banned me too. What'd you say?
The craziest thing was the last time it wasn't me, man. It wasn't me. It was my teammate.
Yeah, no, you'll get in trouble because of your teammates. That I don't like neither.
Was wilding, man.
They're like, fuck it, all you guys.
Yeah, it was a random, bro. And he said that joint. I said, wow, bro, I'm cooked.
I think it should be able to tell whether or not you're like squatted up, but like I feel like that's the AI detection that they use.
Yeah, I got cooked, man. I got cooked. I got a lot of people back in the DMZ days. I got a lot of people hit with either bans or I got reported. Like we would just be talking shit to a guy that was like down pleading for us to pick him up, and he would like call us like the N-word, or he would call us something. We just hit him with a ban, or one of my friends would say some crazy shit to him, or I'd say some crazy shit, and I catch a warning. But yeah, they came down on me on that third one, man. It wasn't even me, man. I log in the next day. That joint was like, yo, 6 days.
They were like, you already had two. You already had two.
Yeah, man. But I've been a good boy, man. I haven't been wilding. I ain't gonna lie. I wilded out like a week ago on Call of Duty on search. I called no comment. I said some crazy shit. I said some crazy shit. Call of Duty just bring that out of you though, man. Like if you could play Call of Duty and just be cool, like you're not human, dog. You're not human.
That's me.
You're not human, dog.
I don't even react half the damn time. So you should be calling me the wildest shit, the most foulest shit, be insulting my whole family, and I'd just be like, all right, that's rude. Anyway.
Listen, man, Foxy the one that get me started. Shout out my guy Foxy. My guy Foxy will get in chat and be like, you fucking bitch, using a fucking shield the whole game with a shotgun, and they'll get to talking shit about him. So I'm like, I'm gonna back my boy up. Like, I'm gonna get to talking shit too. So we just get to screaming at these motherfuckers, man. As soon as they say something out of line, we go right in, man. We go right in, dog. Me and Foxy was bad with it, man. We was bad with it. Who else was bad with it? I'm trying to think, man. We got a couple people that we play with. Like we got to be careful. Eric is another one. Jesus. Man, you gotta be careful, man.
Listen, I say fuck a lot, so I would get banned just because of that bullshit, and I think that's not cool.
But that's the thing about Overwatch. Like getting back to Overwatch, like. Nobody uses the voice chat, like literally nobody. Like even when I play with randoms, it's like they'll text chat me the whole time. Like they'll be like, yo, just group up. I mean, or whatever the case may be. Like nobody's using voice chat. And
no, I get that
because of that, but you can get text chat banned too. I mean, and that happened to me.
I mean, like even Halo's like voice comms are usually like silent. In pubs, usually people are pretty chill. But like I'll get people that fucking talking mad crazy in the fucking
Yeah, I
text
seen the
chat.
dude call you a cheater, man. That was crazy.
Yeah, I get, actually, they send me Xbox Live messages and go, bro, chill with the cheating. I'm like, bro, I'm just playing on PC. Like, I'm sorry, you got a controller, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I can turn at max speed and you can't, bro. I'm sorry. It's not my fault.
Shout out my boy Eric, man. We played search one day, and we were winning every game, man. And at the end of every game, the other team was just like, Eric's fucking cheating. And you could tell they were reporting him. Like the whole team was reporting him. And I feel bad because Eric is not cheating. I mean, just for the record, for the people that come to my stream, he's not cheating. I know him in person.
We don't know.
He's not cheating, man.
It's possible he's cheating.
That man is just no life, dog. He's just no life's Call of Duty, man. He's been letting me down lately because, I mean, he know. I
remember every time I jump in a lobby with you guys and you'd be hyping him up and then be fucking up.
Nah, Eric be
hilarious.
Yeah, Eric is a menace, dog. He's a menace, man. But going back to Overwatch, like I said, I don't really want to talk about the ban thing too much. I want to talk so much more about Season 10, some changes they made, and the controversy behind it, because I feel like a lot of people are upset. And I get it. Blizzard is the company that everybody's poking the stick at right now. And they're kind of, I mean, everything that they're doing feels wrong. It seems wrong. It looks wrong. And sometimes I got a question, man. Do you guys play the game, or do you guys just see other people hating on the game and you want to hate too? Because that's how I feel. That's how I feel with a lot of things, like especially a lot of things we're going to talk about today. Like I feel a lot of you guys really don't play the games that y'all hate on. Y'all just see, everybody else is agreeing with it, so you're going to agree with it too. Mm-hmm. And I think that's why a lot of times people look at me as like, oh, you're this or you're that. It's like, no, I actually play these games. I mean, and Overwatch is a game I play very passively. Like I don't buy battle passes. I don't do anything. I think I think I bought 2 seasons battle passes, and I bought a skin the whole 10 seasons of Overwatch. That's it. That's really it. So I play like very passively, and I have a lot of fun with playing passively because I just want to play with my friends. But with this season, they introduced something new because they're trying to get people back into Overwatch, man. They're really trying. You can see it. We're supposed to be getting a big patch, like I think the 16th or the 17th. Don't quote me, or maybe the 12th. I think it's the 12th. We're getting a big patch for that game, addressing the new character Venture that came out, and some other things that they're trying to fix with the game to improve its, overall lasting love and all that, or whatever the case may be. But with this new Season 10 change that they did, they made all the characters in the game basically free. Everybody. So if you never played Overwatch before and you log in today, you will have every character. You have every character.
Oh, shit. Really?
Why this is, every character. Crazy. Every character. Now, why this is a big deal to some people is because when the game first dropped, if you had Overwatch 1, you were cool. You had all the Overwatch 1 legends or characters.
Legends.
The only characters you needed to lock at that time of Season 1 was Kiriko, which was locked to the Battle Pass. And then when Season 2 came out, I think it was whatever his name, Ramatra, which is the tank. He was locked to the Battle Pass. And then as seasons went on, when new characters came out, they were just locked to the Battle Pass. So you buy the Battle Pass, you get the characters. But if you never played Overwatch before and Overwatch 2 is your first experience, you had to earn the old characters. You know what I mean? So you had a locked roster of like who you can play, and the old characters you just unlock by just playing the game. It was very, very simple. I had a friend who, like I said, he just plays Overwatch passively with me. He unlocked all the characters like really easy, like a couple sessions of us playing maybe 10 or so games, maybe 8 to 10 games. each session. So it's not that bad. But with the characters that came out throughout the seasons, the only way to get those were either through the battle pass or you had to buy them with their little Overwatch coins and shit. Well, they decided that on season 10 they want everybody to have everything, so they made all the characters free, and they basically said, yeah, we're not giving anybody their money back. And that pissed off a lot of people, man. And I'm here to tell you, if you bought the battle pass, you probably got your money's worth just within the battle pass. If you bought the character like just without the battle pass, you kind of have an argument for like those people that bought the Overwatch bundle thing that was like $20 and it came with all the characters. I feel for you. You probably should get something, but at the same time, this is the thing I think on this podcast we talk about a lot with these free-to-play games, like
them locking heroes behind a paywall, or it's a soft paywall, like buying a battle pass or some shit like that.
Yeah,
it's the same as, again, Gundam Evolution died because of that shit. Like you can only unlock like one or two dudes for free, and the problem is that when you lock gameplay mechanics behind a paywall, people would rather not play your game and play something else that they enjoy than buy your fucking $10 character. And I don't know how many times companies need to learn the lesson the hard way with this shit. Like, I'm not paying money. Like, all right, so like when it comes to like hero release mechanics, like Siege seems to have it down.
Yeah, definitely.
Like to a point. Like they're like, you can play it 2 weeks early, or you can unlock it for free in 2 weeks. That's a decent compromise.
Yeah,
not ideal, but decent compromise.
Favorite. Yeah, that's my favorite one so far.
So it's either pay $10 for the battle pass and get the character like day one on launch, or just wait a couple weeks and you can just buy it with your in-game currency that you earn for free by just playing the game. That's a better compromise than level 50 in the battle pass, level 10 in the battle pass. Bro, I don't want to. Just let me unlock this bitch immediately, or not.
Yeah, because Overwatch we draw them with that. I think it's like level like tier 35. You unlock the new legend, so you gotta really. Or I keep saying legend, but you know what I'm saying.
I know because this man got fucking really Apex brain.
You gotta really, because I think now that I think about it, Apex does do it the best, because to unlock the new character, like for somebody like me, that red currency, whatever it's called, because we don't know what it's called, because we just accumulate it from just playing the game, and you get it every time you level in Apex, you get a certain amount of it. So when Apex first came out, they used to tell everybody every 25 levels, you can basically unlock a new legend for free, which is very easy to do. But if you're somebody like me, I'm like, I think I just hit level 404 or 405 the other day in Apex. Like, I have so much of that currency when Alter comes out next week, because there's a new legend coming out next week in Apex Season 21. We'll talk about that later. But I can basically get her for free day one because I just have the currency that you unlock for playing the game. I mean, so that's probably my favorite system so far. You are right, Siege does it.
I feel like Siege is a little bit better because the currency is like, I think it's like 25K to get it, but it's like you have all season and then all season during to unlock that shit, and getting that currency is not that hard. Like, you get it after each match. Like, it's not like when you level up you get 600, which is a lot of a longer process to do. You're constantly getting the I forget what it's called. I think it's like Rex, not Rex slips. I forget what it's fucking called, but it's like the yellow currency. But you're constantly getting that after each and every match that you play. Renown, yeah, that's what you use to unlock characters. So you're always getting renown, and they have renown boosters they give out for free all the time.
Yeah, I bought the new shit, and I
if your friends have those, it affects you too.
Yeah, so,
yep. So it's like it's a lot easier to get characters in Siege than it is in, like, I would say Apex, because Apex, that currency you're talking about, you only get when you level up. You don't get it outside of that.
Yeah. You only get it when you're right.
So
I'm saying as somebody like me, like if you've been playing Apex for the long run, you probably have so much of that currency, it doesn't matter what a new character drops. You're just gonna unlock it like right then and there.
No,
like,
facts. That's with any game where someone has sunk a lot of time into it. Like you definitely benefited to it. But I feel like
that with Siege.
I feel like for newer players, it's like a long chore to get new characters, and I feel like that's how I felt when I played Apex. That's why I wanted to play Octane and all them, but like I didn't have them unlocked, so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna focus on the characters I actually think I'll enjoy. And when I came back for like that one chick, what's her name, the Titanfall chick, Valkyrie, I enjoyed her gameplay because I enjoyed the style that she was. But I like the entire time I was playing, I never unlocked any other character. Like she was the only one I was able to unlock during that period of time. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like a casual player takes a lot longer to unlock shit because they're playing other games at the same time.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I gotta log into my Apex real quick to see how much I got. But I got so much of that red currency, I could probably get the next 5 legends. Like I got so much of it. But I do like that about Siege too, because like if you just want to outright buy the character, it's like $5 or something like that.
Yeah, it's like $10 if the battle pass, or it's like you buy a bundle, currency bundle thing, and it's like it usually comes with some cosmetic shit because they're always trying to get you to buy that shit, and then you can just buy the character outright, usually for like I think $5 or $10. I forget. I haven't been on Siege in a minute, so like. It's been a while, but that's pretty much how it's been though, since like they came out with the battle pass shit. So I would say Siege definitely does it the best when it comes to unlocking like new heroes and shit like that. So I feel like if this whole they're giving all these heroes for free, the people that had to pay money for it should get something out of it. Like it's kind of like, hey, we went into a new direction. I'm sorry you had to pay money for shit. Like demanding refunds to me, it's like you've been playing the character for a while. Unless you just bought it and they just like did this shit, like if you've been playing the character for a minute, it's like I can understand where it's coming from, but at the same time, you've definitely gotten your money's worth by being able to play it currently. I think the problem is that like they don't offer anything in exchange for basically making something that you had to pay for free. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like when I don't usually mind it too much. I know other people definitely get mad. It's like when Fallout 76 came out and it was like $80 or like $60, and then it was review bombed out because it wasn't that great when on launch, and then they dropped it down to like $40 or $30 like 2 weeks after launch. Like that's the type of shit that people get mad about, and I can understand that. But it's like if they're not offering you anything, they should offer you something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like as much as people hate on Bungie and Destiny, when they vaulted that Forsaken content from people, they did at least give you something. Like you got something that's like, hey, we took away your like $15, $20 expansion, but we're gonna allow you to get all of the content from it basically for free. Like basically for free. I mean,
like, is it for free if they already paid for it?
Well, like,
or is it free for
all the stuff that you had to grind, like that you can't grind, like the raids and stuff, is what they really vaulted from those. Like Forsaken, you can't play the. I think you can play the story for Forsaken, but you can't play like the raids or some of the dungeons.
I just think vaulting content in a game like that is crazy.
Like I said, that's a whole nother conversation. But at least they made sure, like, all right, you can still get all the content. You just physically can't play the content. Like the guns and stuff that you're trying to grind for, you can still get that, and you can get it for free now. You don't have to work for it. You just walk up to the statue,
they still
put a token
guns
in, and
too.
Yeah, but they do that for like. They do that honestly just to. That's Destiny's whole movement. Like I said, we're gonna have that Destiny podcast one day, and we'll talk about that. But that's just how they do things.
I mean, they are working on a third game, allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. I mean, they are, but I think the way they do that is to just keep player retention. So it's like they'll just tell you like Immortal, right? You don't know what Immortal is, but Immortal is a SMG that goes crazy in PvP. They'll vault that John for like a season or two, and then they'll bring it back, 2 seasons later, and then everybody's like, oh, I gotta get online and grind to get that gun.
Dude,
like that's basically
bro, that shit did the opposite to me. They vaulted one of my favorite guns. I forget what it was, but it was like they vaulted it, and I was like, no, fuck this game. I'm done.
Yeah, man. They do things in a very strange way. But Overwatch, like with this is a touchy subject because, like I said, if you did buy that little bundle that came with all the characters, I do think you need to get something for that.
You should get something out of it, yeah.
Yeah, but if you bought the characters through the battle pass, technically got the battle pass, so it's like,
I mean, yeah, that's why it's so shitty. Like that is why it's such.
Yeah, I'm not
technically
agreeing with it. That's what I said. Like I'm not agreeing with it.
I may have not wanted the battle pass at all. I just wanted the character, and the only way to get the character was to just buy the battle pass, right?
Or just grind. But yeah.
Well, yeah, but grinding is like, all right, again, multiplayer mechanic locked behind a paywall until I hit level 50 or whatever arbitrary level in the battle pass I need to hit. You know what I mean? Like it's one thing to unlock the character. Like you got a fresh install of Overwatch 2, you have to unlock the characters through challenges. It's one thing, right? Because it's doable. You don't have to pay money for it. It's fair play. You just got to put some time into it, which is fine. But fucking, this new character's broken. Let me bring him. Let me just buy him. You know what I mean? Like that shit pisses a lot of people off. Not all of the community have the money like that to just drop on like battle passes and like fucking bundles. So like they should get something. It shouldn't be a matter of maybe they should get something out of it.
No, I agree, man. But I think a lot of people are just like, because it's Blizzard and they want to hate.
I don't know, because Blizzard fucks up on a routine basis.
Yeah, but I think for the greater haul, right? And this is just from somebody who plays Overwatch passively. I'm not somebody who, again, buys all the battle passes, buying all these skins, doing all the events. Like I just play like when my friends are like, hey, you want to play Overwatch? I'm like, all right, cool. I think from a longevity standpoint, right, is somebody like me, this is a good move in the right direction. Like just making all the characters from this point out free. Just like Overwatch 1 did it, a paid game. But this one being free to play, I do like that model way better than, unlocking them through the battle pass and stuff like that. Just give it to me up front. Like the new character, you can play her right now. I never had Life Weaver. He came out like, maybe like a year ago? Got him for free now. You know what I mean? It's just, Alari, I got her. She was one of the characters I was working on through the challenges. And I got her after, again, just playing passively. Because that's another way you can unlock the new characters too. Like after they're out of season, they just become a challenge. So it's like you literally do like most of it in the practice range. And then after that, you just got to win games and play games and do this. And
but that'd be fine easy during the season. But like you have to wait a whole 3 months?
Yeah, but like, again, this is another thing like I tell people, and this is why with the 2 games we just named and this one now, 3 games we just named, they're all free to play games. And we put a big emphasis on free to play. Like you kind of got to know what to expect with these games, man. Like if it's a paid game, like I paid $60. Like if this was Call of Duty, right? And they're like, all the guns from all these seasons, we're just giving them out for free. You know what I mean? That pass, I can see people getting upset. And I would be right behind them, like, yo, that's fucked up. You paid for that. You got to remember, guys, this is a free-to-play game. This is a free-to-play game, dog. Like, it's a free-to-play game. They got to, like, Destiny, I'm always hard on Destiny because it's a pseudo free-to, they like to say free-to-play, but it's not free to play, man. Yeah. It's free to enter. You know what I mean?
It's free to enter and then get spammed with like 800 ads without DLC.
You know what I mean? So it's like, bro, that's why we said with like Marvel Rivals, like, I'm excited. But I'm wondering how they're going to do this roster, what they're going to do with the characters. It's NetEase. They're a mobile company. They're really bad with these types of intrusive microtransactions. How is this going to work? XDefiant is Ubisoft. I ain't going to say any more on that. Yeah, I mean, like,
Ubisoft has basically like it's either they put out a decent game and it just is all right, or it's like fucking just a dumpster fire.
Yeah. I just think again, you guys gotta sometimes temper your expectations. Like, I get it, but it's like at the same time, I think
the problem is that free to play games are like, yeah, you got the caveat, it's free to play, but at the same time, there's a lot of when a free to play game is super successful, it sets a lot of industry standards. I mean, look at Fortnite for example. Like, there's so many games that copied what Fortnite was doing, and some of those models are free. I mean, Apex Legends is free to play, and it's probably free to play because of Fortnite. Yeah. It probably is going to be a $60 game, and
Apex is different. Apex is a free to play game, but like I always say, they're just the problem with their microtransactions is they're just so egregious and they're so,
but like, if you put the caveat, if it's free to play, then why do you have to complain about it? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you're right.
But like, but we still bitched about the $300 death box. Like,
yeah, but I think there's a level of what you gotta expect, man. I think that's what it is. It's like there's just a level now, man, and I think
I go into games like, if I pay for a game, right, I expect to be able to play the game, right?
Facts.
And if it's a competitive shooter, I expect to be on like a level playing field, right? Obviously, you're gonna have like hardware differences, internet differences, things that you can't really account for, right? Mm-hmm. But as far as the gameplay mechanics, the things that should be controllable, like, I shouldn't go into a competitive shooter and be like, oh, I can't win because I don't want to pay money to buy this character, right? Or this gun or this armor set or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that should never be a question on whether or not, like, determines whether you win. Like, you should be able to.
But can I ask this? And this is just me playing devil's advocate, because I agree with you 100%.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with you 100%. But what if, because this is what I noticed with Overwatch, right? Mm-hmm. When they do introduce these new characters, they're not necessarily like, it's not like Gundam Evolution, because we played Gundam Evolution.
Yeah.
When those new Gundams came out, there was a big difference. There's a big fucking difference, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, if your team ain't have one of them new Gundams and the other team did, it wasn't looking good for you. But
I was there when they dropped Hyperion Gundam, and it was like a pseudo shield / mid-range fighter, and I got it, and I fucking wiped the floor with an entire team with it. And I was like, damn, this John really overpowered. And yes, it was still behind a paywall. And the only reason I was able to buy it is because I had played the game consistently, because instead of using the money that I would have bought another battle pass with from the prior battle pass, I used it on that.
Yeah, so I think what I was trying to say was, like, with Overwatch, the characters aren't like when Malga came out, he was strong, but like he wasn't like game breaking. You know what I mean? He wasn't overpowered. So what do you say in that sense? You know what I mean?
If the character, it depends on the synergy of the character with the other characters, I guess, at that point. Because, like, if you're locking it behind a paywall, the character isn't like completely broken, right? but there's a gimmick to the character that makes it frustrating to play other characters, it might inhibit, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I get the whole gameplay of Overwatch is like switch your character out to counter another character. But it's like if the counter is behind a paywall and there's multiple ones that I don't have because they're behind a paywall.
It wasn't like that. Yeah, it wasn't like that. Well, Morgan, he was easy to counter. Just anti him and just, I mean, he's pretty easy to counter. It's this new character that they that's why they're having this whole patch, because she's crazily overpowered. But the thing is, she's free for everybody to use.
At least she's free. That is that, but that's the whole reason they did that, is because she wouldn't be free and it would have been more controversy. So like you kind of answered your own question there. The moment an overpowered character came out, they were like, fuck, we gotta like make it free.
Yeah, but that's the thing with these games, man. Like we were talking about that the other day. I think a lot of these games do that shit on purpose, like to get you to try to buy the new character.
Oh, for sure.
Buy a new skin for the new character.
I'm not
like
saying
Call of Duty does it 100%. Call of Duty's like,
dude, I'm still debating on whether or not I want to even like buy like the Banish bundle, because they, instead of like, you know how like in Infinite, like they'll straight up like put out like little bundles of armor sets. They put the recent bundle into like a $32 fucking bundle with like 2 separate armor sets, a gun skin, and everything. Now, on its own, it'd be like, oh, if I wanted all this armor shit, it's like, all right, I'll pay for it, whatever. But it's like, I only want a few things. And normally these sets would be separated or put in a bundle with a slight discount. Now it's just all together. I'm just like, they milking it right now. They're just trying to milk it. That's it. And they definitely, free to play games and pay to play games are fucking do this shit all the time. So like I don't approve of it, but it happens.
Yeah, man. Like I said, with these free to play games, it's hard to judge sometimes. Like I'll say that. Like sometimes I'm just like, all right, they fucked us. Sometimes I'm like, like either way you're getting fucked. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy to say it like that, but either way you're getting fucked. It's like,
but
all
it's
right,
the truth. Like they're the people who bought all the characters with every single battle pass, or just straight up bought the characters.
Yeah,
they're getting screwed, and it sucks.
You gotta get something for that.
So they should give them something, either in-game currency or something like that, or just give them a refund.
I'm just saying,
I don't really give a fuck.
I'm just saying, if you bought the goddamn battle pass, I don't know about that one.
Yeah, that's iffy, but it's like, all right, did you buy the battle pass because you wanted the character? You know what I mean?
But then that goes to the argument that we've been making since this podcast started, is that you just gotta have better fucking judgment on what you're buying, dog. Like, you gotta use a lot more than just shiny thing and just go after it. Like you've got to be like, all right, like with me, right? When I bought what did I buy? I think it was last season's or not last season, the season before that, for Overwatch's battle pass with Marga. I got so far in the battle pass that I was just like, all right, I'm tier 40. I got all these skins for all these characters that I do play. These would probably cost me like $10 a piece or $15 a piece if they were in the store. So let me just buy the battle pass and get all this, and I get the new character because I didn't have Marga at the time. Like, cool, that's a win for me. You got to look at it like that, and that's what we've been saying a lot of times on this podcast is you got to use your better judgment when you buy these things. Like when Eknight said, like, yo, I got on Rainbow Six Siege to buy that Halo Master Chief skin. Yeah. It wasn't like he was just like, oh, Master Chief skin shiny, I'm going to go get it. It's like, no, he plays Siege and he loves Halo.
Perfect, real shit. I'm like waiting to go back to Siege right now. Like I'm trying to finish up what I'm doing content wise with like Helldivers and shit.
I feel like a lot of times people use, not to cut you off, I'm sorry, but like people got to use like just better judgment when you make these purchases. Like if you're just like looking at the battle pass and you're like, ooh, that first thing right there on it is what I want.
Mhm.
Maybe you should buy the battle pass, dog. Like,
So like I
you
do
know what I
this
mean?
all. Like I said, I do this all the time in Halo Infinite. Like OG Master Chief skin, $20. Sure, I'll buy it. Is it overpriced? For sure, but I'm gonna use it, right? I look at it like I'm either gonna use it for a skit because I'm a content creator and that's what I do, or I'm gonna wear it while I'm playing the game.
Yup.
The thing is that I always look at it like this. It's like if I'm wearing it just to play the game, then it's like I can only wear one skin at a time. And it's a first person shooter usually, so I'm not even seeing my own skin until I die in ragdoll or some shit. So
Yeah. Facts.
I don't really mind what I'm wearing. Most of the time when I play FPSs, I'll just run default skins or anything that I locked for free. I don't really care. Unless it's something really cool that I really want, I don't really try to buy shit. But the thing is like when it comes to gameplay shit, that's where it usually pisses me off. This is like
real shit.
I don't think any game should lock any gameplay mechanic behind a paywall.
Look, I'm gonna do y'all one better, man. I'm gonna do y'all one better, right? And it's just to make a point, right? Warzone 1, y'all remember Warzone 1, Modern Warfare 2019, Cold War, and Vanguard, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that was over, and Modern Warfare 2 came out with Warzone 2. All of that previous content, gone. All those skins you paid for, gone. All those battle passes you paid for, gone. It was fucked up. It was extremely fucked up. Sometimes I'm upset about it because I'm just like, damn, I like some of those skins that I had. But at the same time, I buy the battle pass for Call of Duty every season. And my justification for it is I play Call of Duty the most. I stream it a lot. A lot of my people that I stream to, they want to see the new content. They want to see it. So I kind of buy it with that justification in mind. Like, yo, I'm showing it off to other people. I'm making that purchase for them first so they don't have to, so they can see if it's worth it or not to go ahead and get that and whatever the case may be.
Mm-hmm.
But I always have it in my mind with this new age of Call of Duty that all this can be gone in a single release of a new Call of Duty. Like if this new Call of Duty is this Black Ops coming out, they could just be like, Warzone 3 is coming out, and all your shit from these past two games are just gone. Can't use it. Can't use none of it. You got to be able to know going in, because the way they get you with Call of Duty is crazy. Because essentially, Modern Warfare 3 is the paid game, but Warzone is free. Warzone is free, quote unquote, free. So when they decide to wipe that, and you say, when a new Warzone comes out, you say, I don't have none of my skins anymore, they can just easily say, well, go play Cold War. You have all the skins in Cold War. Go play Cold War. And it's just like, damn, you know what I mean? You just got to be able to justify. You got to make that justification in your mind. Like I said, like when Eknight bought that Rainbow Six Siege skin, he had that justification in his mind. You guys got to just stop whipping out your wallet every time you see something nice and be like, damn, I'm going to buy it and expect it to last forever, man. Like, it's just,
I like pretty
these
sure
games are going to shut down one day.
Yeah, like I'm the same thing with Halo Infinite. It's like they're definitely working on the new Halo, so it's like, are they? Am I going to lose access to the skins that I purchased? Or am I like
be clear with that shit? I wish like
they vague on purpose because it's a legal issue.
Yeah, and it's like with this new Call of Duty coming out, which we ain't gonna talk about on this podcast, because all they did was kind of tease that in June during the Xbox showcase they're gonna be talking about the new Call of Duty because they own that now. But it's like the question is right now, is all of my stuff from these past two Call of Duties, because they've done really good with Modern Warfare 2 and the Modern Warfare 3. Everything from Modern Warfare 2, literally everything, went into 3. Your skins, your guns, blueprints, everything. To the point where it's like kind of annoying because there's so much shit. Are they going to do the same thing with this Call of Duty game? Or are they just be like, nah, that's all staying. But you can use it in Warzone, though, but all that shit's staying. You gotta see, man, because they be weird with that shit, man.
Well,
But
it's also a data requirement too, because like, how many
Yeah.
skins can they keep shelling out before the server or whatever they use to store the data for everybody just starts filling up? You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like
man,
that's like
that's
one
a
of the
lot of
reasons
skins,
why they
man.
like release basically re-release the same fucking game and,
Yeah,
and without your skins. It's just like, bro.
yeah, man.
I mean,
It's
if there's
just-
a way they can do it without it like affecting the amount of data they have to store, then great. But like knowing most companies, they'd probably just resell you the same skin just like a year or two later.
yeah, y'all just gotta be smarter, man. That's all. Like, I mean, I get the uproar, like I really do. For certain people, like people are like, yo, I bought that bundle for all the characters. Like, I get that because you were making kind of like a long-term investment. You were like, all right, this is the model that they are going with. Let me, make this purchase. I mean, so I can uphold to the model that they have right now. And now that model has completely changed. I can get you being upset. But again, free to play game. They gonna fuck you. They're gonna fuck you, dog. It's which way you want it, man. You want it lubed up or you want it rough, dog. Like, they gonna fuck you, man. That's why I say, man, like I play a lot of these free to play games like super passively, dog. Like, and it's another thing, like it makes me think, like, with a lot of these free to play games, I'm really starting to see like that's all y'all play, bro. Like, y'all ain't buying games, dog.
That's all that's on the market, though. Like,
yeah, but that's not true, man. That's not true.
no,
It's not true.
It is. All right, well, Apex Legends free to play, Fortnite's free to play, fucking Siege is damn near free to play. Damn, it's like $5 to just get into the game. Like, fucking Halo Infinite's free to play. Warzone's technically free to play, which is like a gateway drug. Like, you got Overwatch is free to play. xDefiant's about to be free to play.
All right, I'm waiting for you to start to say your game. Say it.
What?
Helldivers is free to. No, it's not. It's $40. Exactly, but that's the point I'm trying to make.
It's about to be a ghost town over this recent controversy. Apparently,
I doubt it. But what I'm trying to say is, again, there's games out there. Y'all just ain't buying them joints. Man.
These are not the games that people want to play, though.
Speak for yourself, man. Power World sold how many units? Helldivers sold how many units? People are playing these games. It's just y'all. I think the majority are playing these free-to-play games, and that's why there's so many complaints when it comes to that sector. But like, there's games that you pay for that are decent. Let's get into Helldivers since you brought it up, man. Like I said, a non-free-to-play game. I mean, talk about it, man. Talk about it, man. So I want to see how you feel about this, man.
Oh, what about the Sony account there?
Yeah, man.
I mean, with the exception of it affecting people from having access to a game they actually paid for, it's to me, it's not that big a deal. But I understand why it's an inconvenience, though.
You don't feel for them people in the Philippines, man? Taiwan.
I literally just said that, bro.
You don't feel for them?
Don't do that. I just said that.
You don't feel for them, man?
I literally was like...
You're just thinking about yourself. That's not democratic, man.
What the fuck?
Man. Meme funny. Laugh. Meme funny, man.
Oh, my God. You did the meme wrong.
Game's so great. Game is amazing.
You did the meme wrong, dog.
Hey, man.
First of all, it's amazing. Like overwhelmingly negative on Steam right now. And that's
crazy.
It is crazy, but it's like one of the few ways people can protest shit. They've already, I would say, in to the credit of the PC players, there was no mention of being forced to sign up for a PSN account when you bought this game. As far as I know, I didn't see it when I bought it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like maybe it was in TOS that we didn't read, for all we know. But it's like due to technical difficulties, at the end of May is pretty much when you have to sign up. And I already have a PSN account. Linking is probably going to be annoying as fuck. I haven't played my PlayStation in ages, so like I don't even remember my password. So that's going to be annoying as fuck. I might actually have to create a new PSN account if I can't get into my old one. Like this shit is something that should have been just like upfront in the beginning. Like fucking Titanfall makes you have an EA account. Rainbow Six Siege makes you have a Ubisoft account. Halo makes you have a Microsoft account. All these things are a real thing. Things that like PC gamers and pretty much anyone that plays on those platforms deal with on a regular basis.
Mhm.
I think some of it is justified because you have people who paid for the game in countries where they need to literally buy a PlayStation 4 console just to make an account, which I think is fucking wild. Which is like something I saw like Asmongold covering because he was covering it, and somebody was like tweeted out a response from PlayStation support basically saying you need to buy the console to make an account, which is fucking crazy because it's like $400-$500 depending on where you're at.
Yeah.
So that's like one reason why I'd be like, yeah, that's fucked up. You probably should have been more clear with this when the game came out, because then it probably would have deterred a lot of people from buying it. It seems like something like they wanted to add after the fact. I don't blame Arrowhead for this at all. Like, it's not the developer's fault. This is definitely Sony pushing for this. So, like, this is just something that's like, it's gonna suck for the people who don't have those issues or do have the issue of not being able to like play the game anymore because they can't sign up for PSN or don't already have a PSN account. It's gonna be more of a minor-ish inconvenience to the people that like can just sign up and link the account. The thing is how they implement it and whether or not it's going to affect the game drastically. If it's going to cause crashes all the time because they artificially added this after the fact, then yeah, it deserves the fucking negative reviews because now you're affecting straight up gameplay because of this bullshit. Because of some corporate asshole was like, "Oh, we need to make our numbers look good, so let's have them sign up for PlayStation." You know what I mean?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty
With like Halo
much.
Infinite, MCC, I was asked to sign up from the rip so that you can make that informed decision whether or not you want to sign up and deal with that bullshit. That's from the fucking rip, bro. I think it's kind of shitty to do this way after the fact. After the game has had success and everything else, it should have been day one. Yo, you gotta sign up for PlayStation account. And this also begs the question of whether or not they're gonna make you do that for like God of War on Steam and all these other PlayStation first party titles. Because if they don't make you do it with those, then this is just them trying to pump their numbers up for like investors or some stupid bullshit like that. Which to me is like artificially inflating shit. But in regards to like to the people that aren't not going to be able to play this game, they should get a full refund. Just straight up.
I agree.
Like, you're basically preventing them from playing the game. Like, they have the internet access, they just can't get in because you're going to make them sign into a Sony account. That's it.
I agree, man. I agree. Listen, I'm a kid. I'm gonna be real short and sweet with it. I mean, because I don't really play this game too much anymore. It sucks. It sucks, man.
Yep.
It sucks. But I think they'll do the right thing.
I hope they do.
Weirdly, I feel like all this negative backlash will, because like, again, I don't want to put all the blame on Sony. It probably is mostly Sony, but I won't lie. I heard, Arrowhead devs or the head of Arrowhead or whatever, he kind of dealt with it kind of poorly, like in the negative response. So it's like, I don't know. I just hope they do the right thing moving forward, because as much as you motherfuckers dick ride this game, I mean, it is a good game, and you should be able to play what you paid for, man. Point blank, period.
Yeah.
I mean, and I think this is good. If this does change, like things going forward with it, I think this is good because y'all spoke. out. I don't know if review bombing it was the right way to do it.
I mean, review bombing has just been kind of like the PC way, or at least like for most games, to just object to something in the game. Like, if it was like a minor controversy, like, all right, let's say it was like, oh, this gun is overpowered. I think one or two people might try to review bomb, but this is like a unanimous type of review bomb. This is
I get it.
Yeah,
I get it. I just think
it's one of the few ways gamers have to protest something in a game they've already purchased and cannot refund.
Yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say, but yeah, I think y'all gonna come out good, man. I think y'all gonna come out good.
I think what's probably gonna play out is that people are gonna be mad about it for 2 weeks. Constantly bring it up. Some people are gonna forget. The people here that aren't really truly affected by it, like they aren't being prevented to play, will make an account, deal with it, eat the shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I think the people that are affected are still going to bitch and complain about it, and as they should. No, they do. They do. They do. And the problem is that on the internet, a lot of people have short attention spans. Like, we'll get swept up by the next controversy. It'll probably be some bullshit with xDefiant, to be honest with you. That's what I'm predicting.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
But the sad reality is, unless Arrowhead comes up with a solution on their end, like, this is going to be just how this game is. And it's like, the game is great. Like, some people may not prefer the gameplay style, and that's subjective, and that's totally fine. But at the same time, you can't bait and switch like this. I feel like it should have been abundantly clear that you needed to make an PSN account either now or in the near future. Should have flashed on screen and be like, hey.
But can I say this? I don't, correct me if I'm wrong, listener, or Eknight, if you know. Minecraft, at one point, you just played Minecraft, and then one day, when they went from Java to Bedrock, or whatever they called it, and it required you to have a Microsoft account, it was just, you just use a Microsoft account.
Yeah, there was some controversy over that too.
I think Americans, y'all have nothing to worry about. Just make a fucking PSN.
Right.
But these other countries, man, I think y'all should be the ones that are saying something.
So this is kind of like an apples to oranges comparison, though, because like, you're right. Like with that particular instance, Microsoft bought what's it called, Minecraft, right? And because they were acquired by a new company, they added new terms of service, right? It'd be the same thing if Android bought Apple or Apple bought Android. New TOS you got to sign because a different company took control. Same thing with Call of Duty. The problem is that Sony already had been here from the rip, already acquired this particular studio. So those TOSs was already established. If it was in the TOS, it wasn't like majorly brought up. If this is something they just decided to change on a whim, then that's the issue. And then it's because of that issue that some people are not going to be able to play the game. All right. The people that don't want to sign up a PSN account are just going to stop playing Helldivers, and that's their choice, and they have every right to do so. Whether or not they should get a refund for the game is going to be between them and Steam and Sony. As for the rest of us, we're probably, and I say rest of us, like, just like the people that are probably going to just eat the shit and deal with it. I already have a PSN account. Probably just going to link it. It'll be fine. For me, it's not, to me, it's a minor inconvenience and another annoying thing I have to deal with when I want to try and play a game.
Yeah, that's all it should be for American people, man. Like, I don't get all the, my God, I have to, like, look, man.
But terms and conditions are different per country. So it's like us.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying, I'm literally just saying for Americans. I've seen Americans be like, oh my God, I gotta, listen, ever since I got a PC, the most annoying thing about PC is I just reinstalled Red Dead Redemption last night. I had to fucking log into Rockstar Club to their launcher and shit. Yeah, I mean, it's just, that's just, I think that's just the thing with
You don't notice
PC,
it when you're on
man.
a console because it's usually not that because you usually just have the one account to have to deal with it.
Like you play a Ubisoft game on consoles, 9 times out of 10, if you already played a Ubisoft game on your console, you're just logged into the Ubisoft shit.
Yeah, and I think the thing with the account bloat, like I've also have been like very mad about like Ubisoft Connect affecting my gameplay because it will like tab me out of the game, and I'm like, why the fuck am I getting tabbed out for a notification that I got 10 hours ago? Like what the fuck is going on? To the point it's like I get that frustration. Like that shit kills my enjoyment for games where it's like I'm mid gunfight in Siege and it's like tab out. It's like, oh, Ubisoft Connect. Like, bitch, why aren't you in overlay? What the fuck? Like, but at the same time, it's just one of those inconveniences that PC players usually have to deal with. And if you don't want to have to deal with that inconvenience, you don't have to like install it or play the game or whatever. But I still think the Helldivers 2 situation is a bit different because it was a game that was published by Sony, advertised by Sony.
Yeah, that didn't have it at first.
And it should have had it from the rip. Because I feel like this would be a non-issue if it had it from the rip. And then it would have been like people who were in other countries couldn't play it from the rip. And they'd be like, oh, I want to play this game. And then you would have came up with a solution for them. But you did it after the fact, after everyone already paid for the game. And it's it's consumers didn't get that informed decision to make like upfront, which is one of the issues we have with the gaming space. So I would say you need to fix it for the people that can't get into the game when this goes live, and you need to either just cancel the whole thing as a whole, or just like make it as seamless as possible.
Yeah, I think they're standing firm on it, and
I don't think they have a choice.
Yeah, I think the thing that, and I was talking about this with Speedy. I think the reason why they're standing firm on it so much is because I do think they're trying to bring that Xbox side over. I think they really do want to do the crossplay and bring an Xbox in. And in their crossplay system right now, I haven't played the game in months, or maybe like a month and a half, maybe even longer. And I know like just adding my PC friends, because I play on PlayStation. Yeah. Adding my PC friends is like kind of a pain in the ass. You know what I mean? So I think they're just trying to make an easier system to where, hey, let me add you on PlayStation. Maybe. Maybe. That's what I think. That's what I think.
Maybe, but like again, I play with people on both console and PC when I've streamed this shit. So like most of the time, it's not that deep. Like it's literally just an add me on the friends list thing, and then you're good.
I'm saying I haven't played in 2 months, and that's when the shit barely fucking worked. So
yeah, they fixed a lot of that shit since then.
I think with like Sea of Thieves on PlayStation shit, right? I don't have it on PlayStation, but I'm pretty sure for you to play that game, you probably gotta you have to sign into a Microsoft account.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, but I can't speak on it yet. So I actually test it out.
Like I said, I just think for you American motherfuckers, because I've seen a lot of people on IGN. It was like very mixed. It was like people were just like, dog, just make a PlayStation account.
Yeah, because I mean, like the people that are saying that usually already are on PlayStation. That's what I'm like. It's to them, it's no big deal.
Like I said, you got people who are just weird, man. Like I ain't gonna lie, since I got PC, that's been the most annoying thing to me is that I gotta log in it. I gotta log to play my Riot games. I gotta log into my Riot account and download my Riot launcher. And if I want to play Overwatch or Diablo, I gotta download my BNet and log into my BNet account and do all this BNet stuff. And if I bought this game on Epic Store, I gotta, have an Epic Store account. It's just what they do, man. Like it's just what they do, dog. Like I get the frustration.
Yeah, no, it's the same shit with like just regular streaming services like Hulu and shit like that. Like it's just they're like, hey man, you need a Hulu account to watch this TV show. You need a Disney Plus. Like it's just bloat. It's bullshit. our platform to do the thing, bloat, and it's the way they collect data and shit like that. So it's just like it's annoying as fuck. But
that's
like,
probably what they're doing too.
oh no, that's the
Xbox
primary
shit.
reason why they do shit like this is to collect your data and sell it and resell it and advertise you shit. That's literally what they do it for. But secondary reason is to try and like, I feel like just to pump numbers up.
You know, I thought the funniest thing about this story was it was a tweet. The funniest thing about it was like it's basically like a corporate entity introduces a like, I'm paraphrasing because I don't really remember, but it was like a corporate company introduces a system in Helldivers that nobody likes, and it was basically like everybody just doing all this democracy shit. And then everybody was just like, there's a guy in the comment, it was like the top most liked comment. He was like, you guys do know you're the bad guys, right? Like, yeah, I was like, yo, that's crazy.
Yeah, like in the Helldivers universe. Yeah, everyone like, knows that shit.
Like, y'all been the bad guys the whole time. They're not the bad guys, you are. Like, I was like, that's crazy. Like,
that is funny.
I gotta find that tweet, man. That Joe is funny.
In the context of the fucking games lore, we are the bad guys, but that's like the whole point is just like it's just more of a fucking meme than anything. It's just like democracy, and you just go running and fucking do stupid shit. Just like it's just a way for people to just chill, honestly.
Yeah.
But
like I said, I don't feel. Listen, let me simplify it for y'all. When it comes to this Helldiver shit, I don't feel bad for none of you Americans that can easily make a fucking PlayStation account. I only care about the people who can. Like, make sure it's good for the people who can.
As long as the information that you have to provide for the PlayStation account is literally just email and some minor shit.
I think that's what it is, because that's all I got.
If it's like show your government state ID, credit card information, I'm like, bro, that's that's a lot. Come on.
Let's talk about some shit that burnt me up. Might burn you up. Might burn somebody who's listening to this podcast up. Because this is one of those things that I do get pissed off about, because this is that Destiny type shit. So Escape from Tarkov. If you don't know what Escape from Tarkov is, it is a game that has been in open beta for the longest. And apparently
indie dev, dude. Yeah,
apparently it's coming out of open beta soon. Apparently.
Allegedly.
I mean, allegedly, but yeah, I mean, listen, I just bought Tarkov like a month ago, so
I've been at it for a while. I played it the shit out of it when I got it, but I've since fallen off.
Yeah. Re-download that thing for me.
No.
Escape from Tarkov developer Battlestate Games has been called shameless and tone deaf over its response to controversy caused by its $250 expansion, with fans and even its esports associates calling out the studio. IGN quotes. Yeah, I mean, so to let you know, right? Escape from Tarkov is a $50 entry to this open beta that is.
Wait, it's $50 now?
Oh, it's $50 now.
Bro, I got that shit when it was like $25.
It's
$30
now. It's $50 now.
Oh shit, damn.
I paid $50. I paid $40 for it. I paid $40.
I'm pretty sure I paid for like $30.
Sale. Yeah, it was on sale.
I think that's when I got it. It was on sale, yeah.
So this shit, this game as a standard edition. When I bought it, right, a month ago, I had a standard edition, and it had like its deluxe edition, which was like $100. Obviously, I ain't buying it. I bought the $40 edition, whatever. But now they came out with some more content for y'all. You know what I mean? Because it just, the game's not in a good state. I'm kind of mad that I bought it because the game isn't in a good state. It doesn't feel good. There's a lot of things about it where I'm like, it's just not in a good state. So going on with this, they have this $250 Unheard edition. It's a crazy name for it. It's an Unheard edition, which allows you to access a PvE mode, which is basically like just there's no PvP, there's no other players you can kill. It's just you versus AI and all that shit. And it was locked to the $250 expansion. All right. I'm not gonna say no more than that, dog. I ain't gonna say
no.
no
You
more
need
than
to.
that.
All right, because this is the what's the edition before that?
I forget. It's like
It's the Edge of Darkness edition or some shit, right?
and it doesn't come with the PvE shit. And
What?
it's like,
But what else does it actually come with that basically is causing this controversy?
I forget what is it. What is it?
It's you basically get access to all future DLCs.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
So the
right.
main problem with this
oh yeah, is because you don't get access to the PvE shit.
Exactly.
If you buy that edition.
And when they called them out for this, because like there are some pay to win items in that bundle, the 250 bundle, which again, in a game like Tarkov makes no goddamn sense. Should all be cosmetic. But the PvE thing, the guy came out and was like, no, we don't consider the PvE thing DLC.
Yeah.
It's fucking DLC, bro. It's digital content that came out after the quote unquote game.
Yeah, he's saying initially, it's like a separate game. He says it's
not. It's the same fucking. It's not the same fucking shit. You need to buy the Tarkov game to get access to it.
Listen, I agree with you 100%. I've always heard about Tarkov. I like DMZ a lot, so I've always heard about Tarkov on the side. And there's always been a mixed crowd with Tarkov. People tell me, don't buy it because the main dev is a dickhead. And there's a lot of people that tell me, hey, don't buy it because the game is just kind of, the learning curve is steep. And if you don't put the time and the effort into it to learn the game and understand the mechanics and learn the map and have the map up on your phone or a separate screen.
It's an ultra hyper realistic shooter. If you haven't heard about it, if you haven't played it, Escape from Tarkov is like if you take Arma 3 and made it on crack. It's like you have to eat, you have to drink, your gun can jam. It's super realistic, and that's the major appeal of it. It's made by this dude that's from Russia. I think he moved to like Britain so he could avoid the whole Ukraine issue thing. But as far as I know, most of the people are like, I think the thing is calling him a dickhead is like some of the decisions he made is because he's like, I just want to make the game that I want to make, which is fair. I don't think anyone should like get on him about that, but criticism is criticism. So like if you ignore all criticism, you're doomed to fail. This dude handled this situation so fucking shittily because he was like, this isn't DLC. I'm like, everyone and their mother's like, it's DLC. Then he backpedaled a little bit and he's like, oh, well, we didn't consider it DLC because it's separate X, Y, and Z, you know, blah, blah, blah. It was, you know, extra feature that, you know, wasn't intended. Again, still DLC. And you're using funds that was supposed to finish the game for a separate gameplay feature that, again, isn't supposed to come out when the game comes out. You know what I mean? Since then, I think they've allowed access to basically everyone. They said the main issue was that the servers wouldn't be able to take the load of people playing it, so they tried to limit, use the 250 again. To anyone
fucked up. That's another little fucked up thing.
Anyone, and it may be the truth, but to anyone at this point, it just sounds like you're just trying to cover your ass.
It ain't the truth, man.
It may be the truth, like server size issues. They're a small dev. They're not backed by a major publisher. Again, I can understand that, but at the same time, that's kind of how you should have. It's the same thing with the fucking Helldivers thing. Should have just been upfront about the fucking situation to begin with. Like
listen, man.
It's like transparency fucking helps you in the long run, dude.
Exactly. And I'm glad you said that. And this is the thing, right? This is the thing with the games like this, games like Star Citizen, all this type shit, man. It's just like, this is when y'all should be mad. Shit like this is when you should be mad. Why? Because this is a game you have to pay for. to even play it. You have to pay for it to even play it, man. You have to. So I've already spent $50, right? And let's say they didn't change anything and every version stayed the way it was. I don't know how much the Echoes of Darkness DLC is. I'm gonna look it up.
It's 150. The Edge of Darkness. It's 150. It's like $100 to $150.
Oh,
You
so
get, and I
spend
think
another...
the 250 one I think has a lot of the same content as the Edge of Darkness, but it just adds that PvP thing and some or PvE thing, and then some pay to win stuff, or like just extra items you can use in the game, which aren't cosmetic.
Yeah, like I said, this is when people should be mad right here, man. I'm not gonna lie. This is fucked up. I ain't feeling it.
It's like it don't make sense why they would lock a game mode behind a paywall.
That shit's fucked up, dog. Like when I remember hearing this shit, because my boy was telling my boy that's teaching me Tarkov, like he's running me through it and shit. He's, you know, we're doing a lot of scav runs just so I can kind of learn the game and understand it a little better and all that. And you know, I like the game. I do like the game. I just don't like the time you have to put into it, if that makes sense. Like I gotta wait like 5 minutes to even get into a game.
Oh, yeah, that's another thing. I think
to maybe die
one
like
of the
benefits.
One of the benefits of the
you queue in faster,
which I think kind of sucks.
Man, listen, this is the shit y'all need to be mad about, man. Not what Overwatch and it's free to play game does, man. Like this is a paid game, dog. Paid open beta, by the way. Paid open beta. I like look, I don't care. Power World, as much as I like that, I like the game a lot. I do like the game a lot. As much as Power World set a standard, dog. It's like that's a game that's technically kind of an open beta. It's early access.
It's early access for sure.
It was $30, and they haven't asked for shit since.
No, they've been actually releasing content.
This fucking guy, from what I've always heard about Tarkov, is like he's always talking about we need more, 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 we need more. Just man. I mean, I'm kind of even mad I bought into this shit.
He's trying to turn it into Star Citizen. Well, I don't think that's true, but it's like it's getting to that level where it's like you start adding more features and features and features.
I see the vision,
but
here's the thing.
Here's a good alternative to this game, right? That's more casual friendly to help you kind of transition into it. If you want to go that deep with Tarkov, just go play Marauders.
Or you can play Curse Red.
I still haven't played that, so I can't really compare. But like, based on what you're telling me, it's like, but Marauders is PvP and PvE. So like, Marauders is essentially the same damn game as Tarkov. When I bought it, I was like, this is just space Tarkov.
And I do think it's better. I do think Marauders
I think it's better because you don't have to deal with the whole eating, drinking aspect as much as you do in Tarkov. Tarkov is like you run like 2 feet and it's like, oh, I gotta drink some water, bro. I'm fucking dehydrated.
And it's like parched, bro. Like,
and you only get like 20 minutes to spend in the map. So it's like, what the fuck? Like, so you don't have any food on you, and 9 times out of 10, I don't even get to use it because I die immediately. Some dude's camping in the bushes somewhere. Like, at least with Marauders is like you can't really camp in a bush or some shit. Like you gotta like be kind of on the alert, head on the swivel. But no, it's like a crazy like large learning curve, and I feel like the other games that are copying kind of like the style of Tarkov are doing it slightly better, or at least they're more appealing to new players that may want to get into that style of genre. I mean, even the what's that one game I was playing? It was an alpha test for it. What was it called? It was like Level 0 or whatever. It's like it's like a extraction shooter, but it's also got like you can play as an alien that hunts down the people that are trying to extract as like like an alternate, like the scav game mode essentially.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like still in development, so they had like a recent beta test, but it was decent. It was pretty cool. There are games that are coming out with shit like this all the time, and whether or not they succeed is just depending on their whole little gimmick. But like, I think Tarkov used to be hype because it was the only game that did that shit, and now there's all these other games that are doing the same thing, and they're either doing it a little bit more casual friendly or they're doing it a little bit better. Or they're starting to anyway, I should say.
I don't like this shit. I don't like this shit, dog. Like, this is the type of shit that I think people need to talk about. Not what these free-to-play games do, because, like I said, if you're the type of person that's buying into these free-to-play games, and cashing out, you're doing what you every Friday, you're making sure your V-Bucks wallet has at least $20-$40 in it. And you're mad about the decisions, and I don't know why you'd be mad about Fortnite, but I'm just making it, that's the core, free-to-play game. It's a free-to-play game, man. I think this is the problem with this shit is it's a paid game. I bitch about Destiny because it's a paid game. Like, these are paid games that are literally moving like free-to-play games, dog. Like, it's just not cool, dog. It's not cool, man. It's not cool. Like I said, Fortnite locking its Save the World mode behind, like, I think it's like a $15 paywall.
They still have that up?
Yeah, and they still updated too.
Bro,
They still updated, man. Yeah. But it's just
crazy.
like, you know what I mean? Like,
don't they have the Lego thing too?
Yeah, man. Dog, Fortnite has so much content, man. Like, it's crazy. Fortnite is
I just
like
thought it was
the
crazy
ultimate
because, like,
game.
the Lego thing isn't even paid.
It's free to play.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
It is. I played it. It's free to play.
Yeah, I haven't played it at all, but I was just
They got a Rocket League. They got a Rocket League, not a Rocket League, but it's like a racing mode in the game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's like a full-on racing game. They have a Guitar Hero joint. They have the festival joint. I heard like they're working on a basketball, like a 2K type game.
This fucking shit's gonna just be the metaverse before fucking Facebook figures that shit out.
I'm trying to tell people, man, Fortnite is the ultimate game, dog. Like, it is, man. Like, the ultimate game. I play a lot of Fortnite too, man.
I don't play it at all. I can't get into it. I'm sorry.
I play a lot of Fortnite, man.
I see the appeal. I just can't get into it personally. I'm too old school, I guess.
Yeah, but I just, those type of games, like, shut the fuck up, man. Shit like this, y'all need to be fucking just stop Tarkov from just stop it. Stop streaming it, all that shit. Don't buy this $250 edition. Don't do it. Vote with your wallet, because that's the only way you can do it with this. You know what I mean? Just stop, man. Just stop. This shit had me mad when I read it, man.
I was like, why? Why the fuck?
And then we're gonna close the podcast out with a nice little conversation. We really don't talk about TV too much on the podcast. We don't really talk about TV, but the Fallout show came out on Amazon Prime. Yeah. So if you have Amazon Prime, you can watch the 8-episode Fallout TV show. It'll take you about 8 or 9 hours to complete. How'd you feel about this show? Did you watch all of it?
Yeah, I finished it. It was great. It was actually a really good video game adaptation for the Fallout universe.
Yeah. I'm on episode 5. I got 3 more left. I'll probably finish them tonight, to be honest.
You should. You should definitely finish it.
I was locked in. I did like 5 episodes in one day. I was locked in, dog. Like, I was loving the fan service. The shit was getting me
as a Halo fan, I was so fucking mad.
Because I'm gonna try watching that shit, man.
I'm not gonna. But as a Halo fan, it's like, bro, like, how we got 2 seasons of our TV show be like the most fucking terrible shit possible.
Bro.
Like,
I heard that man took his helmet off in like the 2nd episode.
First,
and in the 3rd episode, he was fucking a chick. I'm like, I'm
4th.
Cool,
I don't know what episode he started fucking the first of all, it's an enemy fucking Covenant bitch. Like, Like Chief is like, you know what? Cheeks is cheeks.
Bro, who are the writers behind this shit? Because they have
That's
to
the
be
same
fired
people.
immediately.
It's the same type of people that ruin the Witcher. Same type of people that ruin most fucking video game IP shows. Like it's some dude that's like, our creative direction will transcend the games and the lore, and it's like, bro, like, but like you already have an audience. The Fallout TV show is just proof that like you can make a good show while also appealing to the fans of that IP of that video game and also drawing a new fucking audience. Because even my mom, who's never played like fucking video games, was like, "Oh, what's this TV show you're playing or watching?" I was like, "Oh, it's Fallout. It's based on the game." Now she's watching it. Like
that's good shit.
That's like, you make it true to the IP, it'll attract the people it'll attract. I've had no doubt that if they actually made the Halo true to the IP, not saying that their action sequences weren't on point, because a lot of them were pretty cool, but it's like the story, man. Like they like summarize the Fall of Reach in like an episode. That shit is crazy to me. That's crazy to me. That's a whole fucking arc, and you summarized it in an episode. It shit happened in the background. What the fuck? It's like, man, what the fuck?
I wanted to suggest this show to a couple people, and I didn't know if I could.
You could.
You can. I feel like you can.
Oh, yeah. It's a great show. I can't wait for season 2. I like all the references. I got all the quotes. Like, dude, literally have say like they say dog meat's name in the damn show. I was like, damn. Like, it's good.
I was rock hard from the first episode when
but the funny part. All right, I gotta say this: the hilarious part about the Fallout TV show is that they're doing a better job than Bethesda has done in a long time with their own IP.
Somebody that is didn't need to mod the show is crazy. I heard that shit. It's like, yo, that's wild.
But that's the truth though. Like even with the recent Fallout 4 patch that they released alongside the show, broke the fucking game. It killed a fucking mod that's been in development for 2 years. Man, would have been like 200 plus hours of gameplay content based on London. It's like, you broke it. The devs were like, devs for the fucking mod were like, fuck it, we give up. Like, they didn't even warn us about this shit.
That had me like, I don't know, man. Like I saw a tweet about that, and the dude in the comments was like, dude thought he was part of the team or something. Like, I was just like,
no, but it's like, all right, so look at it like this. Bethesda monetizes some of these people's fucking mods, right?
They do.
So it's like, if you have a good rapport with a game studio that doesn't even fix their fucking... I mean, Starfield just got an update, and a lot of the shit was quality of life that needed to be in there from day one. I think they added a FOV slider. I was like, bro, finally, I can finish this game. As I stopped playing because the FOV kept fucking pissing me off. But it's like, that's the problem with like Bethesda, is like some of their games are so fucking broken that it's like the mod community is part of the fucking development team, bro. At this point, like they just start sending them paychecks.
Yeah, somebody said that in the reply tweets. They said that to the dude, but I thought that shit was funny.
That is funny, but it's like at the same time, it's a sad fact that it's like the modders are fixing the games most of the time for Bethesda, and that shit is just like, it shouldn't be like that. They should be like just having fun, adding content just for the fun of it.
Yeah, I played the new update, and I'm not gonna lie, man, they broke the game. And I have no mods installed. They broke the game.
Yeah, that shit is fucking crazy to me. I was gonna go back to 76 though. Check it out, see what they have.
I am. I'm 100% down for that too, because it seems like that game got a like it. Listen, if Microsoft didn't hit Bethesda up like, yo, y'all gotta put some new shit in this joint immediately. We need an expansion or something because this show is blowing up. They fucking up, dog. They fucking up. As much as I want Elder Scrolls 6 to come out, because that's what they're working on right now.
Yep.
Definitely they need to take them off of that real quick and get them on 76 and get some content on that.
from what I heard, there's a bunch of other third-party studios working on content right now for 76. So I think
good because that game is blowing up. And I'm not gonna lie, I was watching our boy Razorwind. Shout out Razorwind. He was streaming it the other night, and he was having a fucking ball, dog. And I was just like, yo, I went because I wasn't one of those people that was slighted by 76. I literally went into that game with like zero expectations, honestly.
I kind of was because it was like the way the game was presented and the way it actually played was two different things, and it was more or less. I liked it. It was more or less the bugs and shit that was getting to me in the beginning.
Yeah,
the thing I hated though is that they took away the PvP never fucking worked day one, like, and then they made a PvP central mode, the battle royale thing. It was actually decent, and they took it away, and I was like, what kind of backwards fucking all right. Like,
yeah, I want to. Listen, I'm installing 76 right now as we speak, bro. I'm getting on that joint. I'm getting on it.
God.
No, I'm so serious. I'm so serious.
All right. We'll see how long this lasts.
And make sure you log into ESO at least 3 days this month.
Oh, I think I might have uninstalled it because I looked at it. It was like 200 fucking gigs, and I was like, dude, I'm not in this game enough to justify having this on my fucking PC for 200 gigs. You get a free
house, man. You get a free
I already have a fucking apartment. I don't need a house. I don't even like plus the shit on my because I played ESO on my PlayStation account. I have more shit on there than I do on this shit.
I'm surprised they didn't make that game crossplay yet, man.
Because why would they make it crossplay? Because they know eventually you're going to try and platforms, and it's more money in their pocket if you have to rebuy everything.
76 isn't crossplay. That's something that's got to happen immediately. Get that shit crossplay, dog.
What, like, look, for PlayStation and shit?
I will play 76, dog. Like, I'm trying to tell you, I was watching Razor play that shit, and I was like, bro, he's having a fucking ball.
Is he playing on PlayStation or PC?
He's playing on Xbox.
Oh, God.
So he's playing on what is the most populated system.
Okay, yeah.
When I looked
Game
at
Pass,
it the other day.
No, that makes sense.
Well, they also just gave it out for free on PC if you have Amazon Prime.
I already have it. So
I already have it too, but I'm just telling the listeners.
I forgot that I actually had to pay money for it.
I think you still grab it. Like, I think you still got time to grab it. So definitely do that game because, dog, listen, man, I've always liked that game. The only reason I dropped it is because everybody else dropped it because y'all were way further ahead of me because y'all were grinding the fuck out of that game constantly.
I played the shit out of it.
Yeah.
From the beginning to like when people discovered that the giant bat thing was just a dragon from Skyrim, which I thought was wild, but like
that shit was funny, dog.
But it was and that was the other thing that pissed me off about the game. It was like a huge ass asset flip hyped up to be like a fresh new like take on the Fallout series, and it was like, bro, this shit was from Fallout 4. This shit was from Fallout 4. This shit is just a reskin dragon. Like, and they took like some dude's mod and just like fucking threw it in there. Like that's basically what Fallout 76 launched with like duct tape, fucking plastic straws, and fucking Elmer's glue attached to it. Like that's what pissed me off about the whole fucking game. It wasn't like a polished experience. This shit was like ass.
Yeah.
But now they fixed it up. They added some content. It's probably in a decent space. So at least you have that option to play with your friends some Fallout. So that's cool. I might reinstall it a little bit later.
I'm doing it right now, man. I'm already
check it out. But
I'm already 5% into this download, baby. So get the download, brother.
Are you playing on PC or are you playing on?
I'm playing on PC.
Yeah,
I do have it on PlayStation installed.
I do
too,
I think, but I don't play on my PlayStation, so it's a PS4, so it's probably gonna, when I turn it on, it's gonna explode.
Apparently, PC people can play with Xbox people, so
maybe they have to download the Xbox Game Pass version.
Maybe. I don't know. All I'm saying is, man, I'm excited to play this joint again because I really liked it when we did play it. Like, I really liked Fallout 76.
It was fun with
really
friends,
liked
but
it.
it was like playing it by yourself was just like, what am I doing here? Why am I playing this?
Yeah. But
That's
I'm totally down to get like some squads going on PlayStation. Even listeners, if you listen to this, I'm totally down to play on PlayStation and PC. Fallout 76.
I'm pretty
let's
sure
get
you
it.
can get a private server too, if you
You
really
gotta
want
pay
to do it.
for it, man. You gotta pay for it.
No, you got to pay for like Fallout First or some shit.
Yeah, it's like
$15 a month, I think.
it's like $10 a month or $9 a month, something like that.
It's not bad to have a free server, especially
If
if
we
you
get
know
enough people, if we get enough people, I'd do that shit. But
yeah, no.
I gotta see if we can get it. If we get a nice little community going with it, I'll consider it because I'm down.
If I come back to this game and it's still fucking dog shit, I'm just gonna. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm gonna find out later on today because I'm gonna play this shit.
You let me know and tell me where it's at because
like I said, when I was watching Jeff play, I just put his name out there. Fuck.
Damn, that's crazy. Let's edit that out.
When I was watching bro play, man, he was having a great time, and I was sitting there the whole time like, bro, I gotta get back into this. I can't believe this show just made people come back to this.
Well,
this
it's not even that
it
made people come back to the game that people hated. It's probably because it was the only multiplayer Fallout, and everyone wants to experience it. And it's also technically the first game in the timeline.
Yeah.
If you're going chronologically, it's I believe it's either this one or Fallout 1, like the actual top down shit.
No, it's this one. Yeah, man. I'm excited, man. We about to get back to I might have to stream that, baby. I might have to stream some 76 for y'all niggas.
Oh my god,
I can't wait. Friday Night Fight's about to be lit, y'all. But let me get just to cap it off with the show. I really like the show. I love the fan service because I'm a big Bethesda. Y'all know me. I gave Starfield,
game of the year, 10 out of 10.
I gave it a 10 out of 10, but it was second place. It was second place to Resident Evil 4. But I'm a Bethesda. I love their games, dog. I love their games. I love Fallout. I mean, big fan of New Vegas. So the fucking fan service just had my dick rock hard the whole time I was watching. No, I was watching with my girl, and the whole time I'm like, babe, that's from the game. This is from the game. That's from he's eating a cram. He's eating cram. That's cram. That's this. That's all. I was like, they got just the little details down to just perfect signs.
Yeah, no,
it's comedy is Fallout-esque comedy.
This shit. I don't know if it's a spoiler, but the shit when the dude comes up in the power armor, stops the guy from trying to kill the other guy, and he like runs away. He's like, "Thank you, good sir," and runs off. And dude's like, "Yeah, I just wanted him to stop my chicken." I was But that's how it is in the game. Like you be thinking you're doing the right thing, and some dude's like, "Yo, this dude was fucking my chicken."
Yeah, man.
I fucking died.
It's perfect, dog. It's everything I wish the fucking Halo show was,
dude.
It is so good, dog. I watched the first episode, and then I didn't watch it for like a week. And then I watched episode 2 and got all the way to episode 6. I'm like, I got to slow the fuck down.
No, you don't, dude.
I'm fucking invested.
They're greenlit for season 2. It's going to take place in New Vegas for a little bit.
Man. Oh my fucking god, man.
Bro, you saw New Vegas in the actual show for like a second. Some people were bitching about the timeline, but I'm like, I don't really care too much.
I like that too. I like that it's actually fucking canon, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's actually like it's not like The Last of Us show, which I dropped The Last of Us show, and I don't think it's a bad show. I just think I played the game. I'd rather play the game than watch the show, and it's literally doing the same thing. So I just dropped it. Like I don't.
Yeah, with Fallout, these are all new characters, all new stories,
all new characters, all new
stories,
and it's fucking canon, and it literally pays respect to the lore that's already there. It's fucking great. It's fucking
it's great. I find the thing of the draw with Fallout is like the mystery of what vaults we're doing what. So like I like the whole vault 32, 33, 31 being
Yeah, that was
interconnected. I thought
cool.
that was
That was
interesting.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that was what I was thinking the whole time on the first episode. Like, what's the social experiment here? Because all the vaults are supposed to have like a social experiment involved with.
Yeah.
Dog, listen. I know. Listen, Amazon, can we please get an Elder Scrolls show?
No.
Can we please get an Elder Scrolls show?
No, not after the way they handled fucking what was it, Rings of Power?
That's what
Nah.
I'm saying. Stop that. Get my man Nolan on this shit and let's get it popping, dog.
No, dude.
I'm ready,
Elder
man.
Scrolls is gonna be much way crazier if they do it. It's either gonna be really good or really bad. I feel like there's not gonna be anything in between.
I can see if they do an Elder Scrolls show, right? If Nolan does what he did with Fallout and he pays respect to the lore, the game, the atmosphere, I can see it being like a really dark show,
Mm-hmm.
like just dark, and I'd be down for it, man.
No, see, the thing is like with Elder Scrolls, it's the same as Fallout, like in terms of like the humor and shit. Like it's a dark humor type shit. So it's like I think it's just like nailing down, all the artifacts, the Daedras, all that shit.
Listen, the minute I just see a guy in this TV show for Elder Scrolls riding down a hill on a horse or riding up a hill on a horse.
Or you mean going up a mountain horseback? He's like,
dog, I would be like, dog, this is the greatest show ever. It's so good. They even paid attention to the Lord.
I want them to glitch something. I want them the dude to just like smack some dude and then have it just spaz out and go across the map. I think that would be the funniest fucking reference.
Dog. Oh my god. Fallout show's good, dog. You can tell.
You have like a rain, like the dragons are flying in the back. You got like a Randy Orton. Oh, it's a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
No, it's like I can't find anything I don't like the show. Like they're not like trying to do some weird woke shit. They're not doing some weird ultra conservative shit. The politics are all in the show and in the universe. So it's like none of this shit is being influenced by the real world. So that's like nowadays when a lot of fucking shows come out, they're like, oh, they got to have politics into it, and I'm just like, can you not? Can you just focus on your own internal politics? I mean, I don't mind if it parallels shit that's going on in the real world, but it's like, bro, like this shit is like so fucking annoying.
Some people were like, some people were like Cooper, the ghoul. Yeah, I think his name is Cooper. Is it Cooper?
What you talking about? The main ghoul, the guy, the movie star guy? Yeah, it's Coop.
Yeah, so you seen how his wife is black, right? People were like, oh, this show's woke. This show's woke.
That makes no sense.
I'm like, all right, like I guess people just can't have, love who they love. Like y'all motherfuckers are weird.
Yeah, no, that's the biggest fucking reach in the world, bro. Like that shit was like. I seen some dude go on like a 20-minute rant about that shit
on YouTube, right?
Yeah. I was like,
that dude, dog.
I was like, he's like, oh, it's woke race mixing. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you, man?
I was like, you motherfuckers are crazy, cuz.
Like you reaching so bad with this woke shit. Like this is
his shoulder had to hurt from all that reaching, man.
Bro,
that shit was crazy.
Dislocated and everything. Like I'm not. Like, I don't really get involved with the political shit, but it's like, bro, like this is the most his wife is just black. Like, what the fuck is wrong with that? I don't get it. Man. I don't get it.
I don't get it.
Calm down. It's not that deep.
Yeah, I like the show, man. I like the show, man.
Especially, you're gonna like the reveal at the end. You're gonna like it a lot. I'm gonna tell you that.
Bad. Don't tell me.
I'm not spoiling. I just know you're gonna like it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be rock hard, man. I'm gonna text you when I do it, when I see it too.
Right. But this is like, again, this is one of the few examples of like gaming rock TV shows that do it right. Like Cyberpunk TV show is good.
That was good.
League of Legends TV show is good. Like
I didn't watch that, but
you should. Like, even if you don't play League of Legends, it's a good show to watch.
I might. Arcane, right?
Arcane, yeah, definitely check it out. So, like, I feel like if we let certain studios govern themselves, like, they can do it. But I feel like the moment they get, like, picked up by, like, a huge publisher, it's like a chance that this shit could be fucking bad. Like, Paramount Plus, definitely. Whoever the fuck is show running for Halo. Just stop. Just throw it out. Reboot it. Season 3. Try again. Third time's the charm.
Nah, just cut that.
Everything
out.
was a dream, and he wakes up and he's in the cryopod above the Pillar of Autumn, and then you can flash back to Reach. I don't care. Just fucking stop. Just stop.
Yeah,
they killed Keys, man. They fucking killed Keys. Where the fuck is Johnson? Fucking tired of this shit.
Spoiler: he's gonna have sex with.
No, they killed
Johnson next.
he's gonna clap Johnson's cheeks. He does know what the ladies like.
They're gonna go woke on that joint. You know what I mean?
Bro,
man.
I'm fucking done.
Man.
I'm done.
Listen, y'all. Next podcast, I should have a nice, decent review for y'all of Rise of Ronin and
we'll talk about the
Final
Xbox
Fantasy. And
that's the 9th, right?
Yeah, probably of next month.
Oh, June. Okay,
Yeah,
I thought it was May 9th for some reason.
Yeah, so next podcast I should be able to discuss those things because I kind of told y'all how I felt about Rebirth and how I loved it. Now I got some decent time in it. I got like 30 hours in, and then with Rise of Ronin, I think I got like 10 hours in. So I can kind of talk about that now because I feel like I'm at the halfway point of the game. So I think I can tell y'all how I feel. We'll save that for the next podcast because it don't really matter, man. But I hope y'all like this one. We ranted about the same thing we always ran about, but honest to God, when we go on these little rants, I want y'all to notice two things. I want you to pay attention to those two things on every podcast that you watch moving forward. For our new listeners, I mean, this is just for our new listeners. So older listeners, y'all know we talk about this 1,000 times. But it's like, one, we do this for y'all because we're passionate about this shit. I mean, we want you guys to make just better decisions. As gamers, it's hard out here, man. Fall in these traps. You'll buy a game and because it's promising you everything and you get shit on. You know what I mean? We want you guys to just, be more informative with your thing, with your thoughts and your purchases and everything moving forward, man. You know what I mean? That's important to us. That's important to me. I mean, and that's why we do this. And that's why when we do talk about microtransactions and battle passes every episode, you kind of hear
in Halo
the disgruntlement in our voice because we care about these things. We care about gaming. We love gaming. It's a big part of what we do and who we are. And we want to share that with you. But most importantly, we want to protect you. And we want you to not fall in line with a lot of this bullshit that's going on. Yeah, I mean, because there's a lot of bullshit out here, man. You know what I mean? I'm not saying just listen to us. Listen to yourself. Listen to us. Listen to other opinions. And inform your own, dog. You know what I mean? Because we ain't to say all. I just feel like we just I'm not conformative. I'm just one of those people where it's like it is what it is. Like this is the state of the thing that I love. So be it. Let me navigate this thing the way that is the best way for me to navigate it without me pulling a Battlefield 2042, spending $100 on a game and it comes out shit and I take an L on my money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We want you to be aware
I try
of these things.
to look at the facts of the situation based on what's presented. Like, obviously, my opinion will change if new information comes out. Like, I don't like just sit on the same fucking shit and go, oh, well, just because that happened it's like, no, it's like my opinion's subject to change depending on the information presented. But if like, I just get tired of the fucking bullshit of like corporations constantly shitting on like gamers, even if it's free to play. Like that's the thing. Like you have a point with the whole free to play shit. Like it's free to play, you kind of should expect it. But at the same time, most of the times, depending on how popular it is, it's like it can affect an entire fucking industry. So it's voicing our concerns about it should always have a right to voice it no matter what.
Facts. And voice it.
Even if it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, even if it doesn't make sense. Like I know we rag on people, like I said earlier, like from America, like kind of shut up about the PlayStation thing. But listen, I do think, I don't think a lot of these companies do listen, but they do listen. I mean, if that makes sense.
You punch them in the wallet, they'll start listening. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. That's the only time I feel like they do listen.
So the ways
But
to
look,
get games developers or publishers to change this shit is either to stop playing completely or stop buying shit. That's it. That's
facts.
literally usually the easiest way to do it. It takes a long time and takes a group effort, but like, I mean, some games have shut down because of that shit. So the proof is in the pudding there. So you just got to be consistent with it. And unfortunately, not a lot of people are aware of these things because some of them are just casual people that just jump on the game, play the game, go, "Ooh, that's cool." Don't really care about the goings on outside the fucking sphere of I'm just playing the game to unwind for a couple hours.
Yeah, man, facts.
And that's fine.
Don't put a lot of energy in this shit, man. Like I said, man, I'm very passionate about this shit. I love video games. It's a big part of who I am. It's one of the things I love a lot, and it's just like a lot of this shit kind of, the conversation that a lot of people have, and we should have a conversation on the podcast later. Maybe later. Maybe episode 90 or something. Maybe we'll do that one on stream for y'all. But it's just, I think a lot of people are deterred from gaming these days because of what gaming has become. It's kind of like that meme, like, look what you've done to my boy. Like, I mean, it's just gaming is, for a lot of people, is just not enjoyable because of all of this bullshit. And it's just, I want you guys to know, in some cases, in some very rare cases, gaming is better than it was in our childhood now than it was better than our childhood now than it was back then. But you just got to find those diamonds in the rough, dog, because they be there. They be there, dog. They be there. Sometimes y'all let nostalgia fuck y'all up, man. We talked about that. But sometimes nostalgia is good, man. When it's done right. Shout out to Dead Space. Shout out to Resident Evil 4 remake. I mean, good things. But like I said, we'll talk about that with y'all at another time. But this has been episode 85 of the Infernal Gaming Podcast, man. If you enjoyed the show, like I said, please rate the show 5 stars. I mean, if you're on Spotify, I think there's like a thumbs up button or something that you can hit. Just hit that joint for us real quick right now. Let us know you like the show. Write a review if you want. I know on Apple Podcasts you can do that. Write a review. Let us know how you feel, man. Tell me if I need to shut up more, or whatever the case may be. Let us know, man. We want to make the best show we can for y'all. We love y'all. We hope you have a good day.
Have a good one. I gotta go take a shit.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's get it. Let's shit together.